The silver Toyota Camry took off fast from Lincoln Elementary's parking lot with a loud screech that was super loud. My 12-year-old daughter Lily was pressed against the back window, her face white with no color, eyes big with fear. Diane Kessler. The lady driving held the steering wheel tight, her lips moving fast as she talked loudly into her phone. Probably calling another nosy HOA lady. She thought she was saving my kid from what she called bad parenting. What she didn't know was that I'd been watching her every move for the last 47 minutes, and she just walked into a trap that would mess up her mean little world. I'm Detective Rachel Carter, 3 years working in a big drug police group, living in secret as a single mom and computer. Website person in the quiet neighborhood of Cedar Grove. Estates, my fake life was perfect. Quiet neighbor stayed hidden. No trouble. Lily knew what to do. Keep quiet. Trust. Nobody, and never tell anyone about my real job. We picked this neighborhood because it was boring where people were supposed to mind their own business. That was the plan, until Diane Kessler moved in across the street 18 months ago. Diane was like every mean neighborhood control lady. 45, just got divorced and jumping into being HOA secretary. Like it was her special job. Within weeks, she made herself neighborhood spy, picking on everything from yard decorations to mailbox letters. She'd walk her perfect poodle twice a day, phone in one hand, notebook in the other, writing down every rule break of her special community rules. I tried to stay away from her, but Diane could sense anything she thought was weird. My strange hours, sneaky late-night packages, scary quiet phone calls on my porch at 2 a.m. Almost like a crime, she'd hide behind her window blinds, writing in that notebook. More annoying than the bad drug dealers I'd caught the first fight came on a cold October afternoon. Lily was walking home from school, earbuds and not knowing Diane was following her with that poodle pulling its leash from my living room. I saw Lily get stiff as Diane trapped her by our driveway. I was out the door in seconds. No shoes on the cold ground, Diane had Lily stuck against the mailbox asking questions, like a mean lawyer. Where does your mom go at night? Who are those people? Why all the boxes? Lily held her backpack tight. Doing what I taught her, be nice. Say nothing, get away. Is there a problem? I asked, my voice mean enough to cut glass. Diane turned, showing that know-it-all smile she wore like a prize khakis polo sweater. She looked like she was trying out for a PTA job, just talking with Lily about neighborhood safety, she said, her voice fake with pretend worry. We've had some scary stuff around here. I put my arm around Lily, feeling her calm down. What kind of stuff? I asked, already knowing she'd been spying on us for weeks. Diane's eyes lit up as she pulled out her phone, looking through pictures and notes. Your crazy schedule for one last week. You left at 11:52 p.m. a Monday, 2:03 a.m. Thursday, and came back at 6:17 a.m. Saturday. Then there's the people, weird cars always after dark, and those boxes with no labels, not from Amazon. It's scary. She wasn't wrong about the details, which was the problem. My late nights were police work. My people were secret police, the packages, secret computer stuff, and spy gear. But to Diane, it was something bad. I work weird hours for clients in other countries, I said, keeping my voice calm. The packages are work stuff. The people are coworkers. I don't like you asking my daughter mean questions about our lives. Her smile moved as an HOA board member. I have a job to make sure everyone's safe and follows rules. I'm a renter, not an HOA member. I said back, my lease means I don't have to follow your rules. Leave Lily alone? Her face got red, and her poodle barked as she said, renter or not, your actions hurt house prices and kid safety. If you can't be honest, maybe this isn't your neighborhood. That was when I knew Diane wasn't just annoying, she was dangerous. Her fight got worse. She put up cameras pointed at our yard. Her dog walks matched with Lily's school times. She complained at HOA meetings about weird neighbors never saying us, but making it obvious she even started a safety group to write down every strange pizza delivery or late-night run. I tried normal ways, police, non-emergency phone property managers, but they ignored me. Diane hadn't broken laws, and the rental company cared more about HOA friendships than renter bullying. I thought about leaving the police job, but I was too deep in a drug dealer case to quit. Lily started getting scared, asking for school rides, staying away from the front yard, looking out windows before opening the door. My brave, chatty kid was getting smaller under Diane's mean watching. The worst part happened on a cold November Friday. I was on a call with my boss planning a police raid when Lily ran in crying. She hugged me, tears getting my shirt wet through sobs. She said Diane had trapped her after school in front of other kids, saying I sold drugs and saying kids of criminals go to foster homes. Diane had told her she'd be better off with a good family. My heart hurt. Threatening my secret job was bad enough, but scaring Lily with talk of losing me, that was war. I held her tight, promising I'd fix it. But my choices were getting smaller that night. I walked across the street and knocked on Diane's door. She answered in a robe, hair, and curlers, surprised. "We need to talk about today," I said. Her surprise turned into being mean. "If you're here to scare me, it won't work. I know what you're doing." I stayed calm. "I'm asking you mom to leave Lily out of this. She's 12. She doesn't deserve to be scared." Diane made a mean face. "That girl's in a dangerous home with a mother connected to criminals. If you cared, you'd get help, not make the community have to do something." "What kind of something?" I asked. Sensing her real plan, her smile was cold. "I've written down everything. Your people packages ours. I've called Child Protective Services about Lily's safety. They're planning a visit." My stomach dropped. A CPS visit would ruin my secret job, stop the police work, and scare Lily. Diane had found my weak spot and was hitting it hard. "Diane," I said, "one last try. We're not breaking laws or hurting anyone. Leave us alone." She stepped back, closing the door. "If you're good, you've got nothing to worry about." Click. I walked home, anger building in my chest. The next 2 weeks were terrible. Diane complained to the rental company, saying I broke lease rules. She held neighborhood meetings showing her proof to make people scared. She passed around a paper to kick out dangerous neighbors. Lily stopped talking. About school, asking if we'd have to move again. I told her it would be okay, but I was running out of ideas. Then on a Tuesday afternoon, my phone rang. Lincoln Elementary. The secretary, Mrs. Hughes, sounded upset. "Did you pick Lily up early?" My blood went cold. No, what, a woman signed her out at 2:30 saying there was a family emergency. She had ID, said she was a friend description. I yelled, grabbing my keys and gun from the safe, middle-aged blonde, neat Diane. I hung up already in my car, calling. My boss, civilian, took my daughter's secret job is blown. I need backup, and computer help GPS on Lily's phone showed them going toward Pine Lake. I remembered Diane bragging about a lake cabin from her divorce. I drove fast, weaving through traffic. As backup police got ready, the radio buzzed with scared talk of feds. Kid taken was a nightmare. Lily's signal stopped at a lakeside cabin. I pulled into the dirt driveway, seeing Diane's Camry lights were on inside. I snuck through trees, gun radio. Quiet through a window, I saw Lily on a couch, scared but okay. Her backpack held tight. Diane walked around, phone to ear, excited. I slipped to an unlocked back door going into a mudroom. The cabin was simple wood furniture, fishing pictures, Diane's voice carried, and it made me angry. "This is Diane Kessler from Pine Lake. I'm telling about child danger and criminal stuff. I've saved a 12-year-old from a dangerous situation. Send CPS and police." Now she got louder. "No, I don't have parent permission. The mother's the problem. I've got proof of drug dealing." I stepped into the doorway, gun pointed at her. "Diane Kessler, you're under arrest for kidnapping, holding someone against their will, and child danger." Drop the phone on the ground. She turned, phone crashing down her face, going from smug to shocked to scared. Lily jumped up, but I told her to wait. "Stay there, honey. It's okay." Diane stuttered. "You can't arrest me. I'm protecting her on the ground," I yelled. She backed toward the window. "This is crazy. I called the cops." I showed my badge. "Detective Rachel Carter, Federal Drug Police Task Force. You kidnapped a police kid's child. Get down." Her eyes looked at my badge, and she shook her head like it was fake. "No, you're a criminal. I have pictures. Logs you spied on my job," I said. "Those people, cops, packages, gear, hours, police work. You did a big crime over your wrong guesses. Sirens made noise, lights flashing through the windows." Diane's voice broke. "I called them to help me. They're here for you?" I said. As police cars surrounded the cabin, officers ran in, grabbing Diane. She talked crazy, saying she was saving Lily, saying I was faking my badge. A tough old sergeant shut her up. "You kidnapped a police kid's child, lady, even if you were, right? Which you're not. That's a big crime." They put handcuffs on her, reading her rights as she yelled about her HOA job. I turned to Lily, who ran into my arms, shaking. "I was so scared, Mom. She said you were in trouble, but I didn't trust her." I held her close. You did perfect, kiddo. You stayed. Smart. She looked up, worried. Are you really a cop? I showed her my badge. I'm a detective on big cases. I'm sorry you found out like this. Is that why Diane was so nosy? Yep. She saw my work but got it all wrong. Then she made a terrible choice. We drove. Home, Lily. Quiet me talking with my boss. My secret job was ruined, ending my work in the task force. Diane's crazy move cost me years of work, but seeing Lily safe in the backseat mirror was worth it. She'd been brave under pressure, and that mattered. More Diane had to go to court for kidnapping, holding someone against their will, child danger, and messing with a federal police case. Her lawyer said she had good reasons, but the DA wasn't buying it at the court. Hearing Diane went crazy waving. Her pictures and notes yelling about bad guy plans. The judge ordered a crazy person test and made her pay more money. She took a deal: 18 months in jail, 3 years probation, a permanent stay-away order, and a ban from HOA, or watch groups at sentencing. She cried, I thought I was helping, but the judge was mean. You don't kidnap kids based on your spy games. We moved to a new neighborhood and I joined the local police detective group. No more secret work. Lily started fresh at a new school, joining the debate team. Her quick thinking showing 6 months after getting out, Diane broke her stay-away order. Taking pictures of Lily near our new home caught on camera. She got 2 more years of probation and an ankle monitor. A search of her house showed. Her crazy obsession filing cabinets full of pictures. Logs, even our house plan. She'd made up wild stories connecting me to every drug bust in town. A crazy person report called it delusional disorder, but the judge said it didn't excuse big crimes. Diane had gotten neighbors into a safety group, tricking them into signing anti-US papers. Some admitted they never believed her, but gave in to her pressure. The rental company got sued for acting on her lies, settling for lots of money. The school made pickup rules tighter after their mistake. Lily fought worry for months, checking locks, waking from bad dreams. Therapy helped her learn to trust again. Balancing being careful with being open. My task force case went on without me. Bad guys scared. By my leaving, the work hit hurt. But regular detective work let me be honest with Lily and keep a normal schedule. Diane's name became a local warning story. Her HOA ashamed into changes after lawsuits from other bullied neighbors Emma and I built. A new life free from secrets where neighbors were just neighbors. Diane's fight to save my daughter cost her everything and showed the world what happens when obsession turns into crime. We won. And that was